Hey guys, it's day 4 here on our little adventure in India. Declan here, cool, good looking dude. Spoke to the project leader and just spoke about the current status of the school and where it's going next, costs, etc. So it's the video clip you can see.
Okay, so we spoke 2 or 3 days ago about the future for the school and the aims of the school in having one teacher for every 20 children or so. We also talked about the requirements to have a sustainable school, and within that we spoke about the need for teachers, the need for more children, and the need for extra supplies. We have one full-time teacher here, and we also have the volunteer teachers who come every few months, and we also have some of the older children who help out with the teaching. Can you tell us a little bit about how many teachers you had last year and how many teachers you need to fill the school and have the capacity children?
Yeah, well, the teaching is the most important to teach the train of the child in different subjects. So most of the villages have the schools, but in that schools, there no quality education for the children. So when we get the child here, so we have to give good education and quality education. So that's why we need a teacher for subject, English teacher, maths teacher, Telugu teacher, and science teacher, social teacher, and teacher for games. So there are 6 teachers we need to appoint to teach and train up the children.
Okay.
So the teacher look after only 20 children because the problem is different, age factor. The teacher unable to more than 20 children control them.
When it comes to attracting the children, we spoke about the need for a good education and providing good food and providing safe transport. Can you tell us and tell the camera a little bit about what you feel is important in terms of attracting the children?
So well, the children program in India is very important to take care of them. So many children from the villages coming to here to get support and to fulfill their basic needs. The children category is some of the children child labor, street children, neglected, orphans and semi-orphans, destitute and untouchables, and school dropouts are living without hope, hopeless.
Yeah.
So when we visited the villages, when we saw the children, their condition is very dirty, and nobody is taking care of them, and nobody bring them to make a bathing and give you new dress and give you notebooks to get some learning and reading. So when we see their condition, so we talk to the child, where you are, who is your parents, whether he is parents or not. So this is the brief introduction and interaction with the children. So after hearing the conditions of the children, so we decided to take the child to here and to give all the daily basic needs. So it is very difficult without helping hands, without sponsors and donors to take care of the child, to supply all the needs of the child.
In terms of the supplies, there is a cost to every supply that you have or that you need. So there is the cost of clothing, the cost of school materials, and there is also the cost of the food. Can you break down or give us an idea how much it would cost to keep one child here for 1 month, for instance, so that people at home can understand how the fundraising will impact the school here?
Yeah, after joining the children, the same day we have to see what the child needs from us. So the education is the most important to learn and read and to know all these things for the child. The child needs class textbooks, notebooks, and other school supplies we have to supply to the child. Then the child concentrated to learn and read and write the education in the class. So school supplies is important, and also the school supplies, food. So without the child wake up in the morning a particular day, the child looks for food. After fulfilling the billing, after we supply the food, sufficient food, the child next thinking to go to class, to learn, to read and write. So we have to supply food. And also other needs, they have personal hygiene, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, bath soap, and washing soap like that.
And how much do you think in terms of, for example, in euros, would it be 10 euros a month or 30 euros a month or 50 euros a month that it would cost to keep a child here?
Yeah, for example, the currency of every country is so up and down. Like that, the cost of the material is up and down. So that's why we calculated each child needs a 30 euros to supply, to provide all the needs of the child to grow and learn and get the education.
On a slightly different note, we discussed the feeding program for the local village. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the feeding program? Who it was there for? So was it there for only the children or the elderly too? Why the feeding program has stopped and what you need in order to start the feeding program again?
Yeah, last 2-3 years, some of the sponsors and volunteers and donors donated their money to feed the children and aged people and widows in the villages. So this year, nobody is committed to continue the project. The feeding project is the most important to supply food for children in the villages, the aged and widows. It is a wonderful service to support them to do something to make a difference in their lives.
And in terms of the feeding program, what kind of funding do you need to start this again?
Yeah, we have 27 villages. We concentrate to start. We continue the feeding program in 27 villages. So each village, the children and aged and widows, more than 100, one village, more than 200, one village. So we need more support. We need more funding to raise, to sufficiently, to purchase rice, vegetables, and everything for feeding program. So we need, there is no limit.
Yeah.
There is no limit to raise funds to feed the starving, because everywhere there is a need to supply food. So that's why we need volunteers, we need sponsors, we need donors to participate with us to continue the feeding project, to make a difference without any hungry child, hungry widow, hungry aged. Do not sleep without food.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
That's it for us.
So we had a great day today. We got up early and helped the older girls prepare breakfast for everyone. So it took about an hour, and then Mario and myself took the two dogs to the vet, and because one of them's got a really sore throat, so we got her some antibiotics. And the little boy dog, he got an injection that's going to last him for his life, so against rabies and things like that. So yeah, we've got some great footage of preparing the breakfast, so we'll show you that tomorrow.
Pain in the Middle East, fire in the citadels, fame in America, missiles not medicine.